Yeah, good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. It is Saturday morning, May 10th, 2025. It is 8:42 a.m. Central, 9:42 a.m. over on the eastern side of the time zone. So we have a little bit to talk about this morning. For those of you who watch us up in North Georgia, up into Tennessee, and maybe even parts of Alabama, got rumbled about 30 minutes or so ago. We have had a earthquake that has taken place in Tennessee. And let me just go ahead and go to the, um, let's see here. Let me get you over there to the monitor. There we go. And I know this is a little bit faint. It's kind of hard to see, but that area that I'm showing you is near Greenback, Tennessee. An area in that general area that you will know very well is Cades Cove. They're just south of Gatlinburg, the Great Smoky Mountains. So this was a 4.1 magnitude earthquake, and it was at 9:04 a.m. this morning. 9:04 and 20 seconds is exactly when the detection went off there. Just southeast of Greenback, Tennessee. And for those of you who are in North Georgia, specifically White County, and I know that everybody in White County, Georgia, felt it because our 911 center went lit, and I felt it. I live on the side of a mountain, and the whole house was trembling there for a good 5 to 6, maybe even 7 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. It actually went on a little longer than I would have expected an earthquake to. But, hey, look, we're not used to feeling earthquakes up here. But I'm in the National Weather Service chat room, and I can tell you that there are reports coming from all over North Georgia. All the way down into middle Georgia, that they felt this earthquake this morning, which again, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, happened at 9:04 this morning. That's Eastern time. It'd be 8:04 Alabama time. So I got a report there that Athens, Georgia felt it. That's the only report I see in the chat room. So if you did feel the earthquake or the tremor from the earthquake across East Alabama or West Georgia, let me know there in the chat room. I'll zoom back out on the shot that you see there on the screen to kind of put this into perspective. And again, I know it's kind of hard to see, and I can help you out just a bit. Maybe. I'm having a hard time seeing it. Well, of course, it doesn't want to work. Let's see here. Bear with me just a second. There we go. All right, so try that one more time. Right there. That's real close. That's not exact, but I mean that's close enough for government work. So that's where the earthquake took place. Now, Cades Cove like right here. Earthquake took place right there. So it's actually on the southeast side of the Cades Cove area. They're just south of Gatlinburg. Now this is the Georgia Tennessee state line, and then over into North Carolina. So White County, Georgia's down here. Alabama is over here. It's 82 miles north of Cleveland, Georgia. It's where the 4.1 magnitude earthquake took place at 9:04 a.m. this morning. Now, 4.1, yeah, I mean, that is significant for the southeastern United States, but you really got to get up there in the 5, 6, and, of course, anything above a 6 is going to cause some significant damage. I haven't seen any reports of any damage so far up there in Tennessee, and I am seeing reports now that that the tremor was felt as far away as Carrollton, Georgia. Okay, so here's a report that it was felt in Rock Mills. That's in East Alabama. And it was also felt in Tin Shop. Well, that's in Randolph County. So that's a pretty good ways away. Also felt the tremor in Ackworth. Yes, there is a fault line there. There's a fault line that comes all the way down into northwest Georgia and actually comes on into Alabama. So for those of you who are close to that fault line, you know, Mount Cheahaw, the mountain, that granite mountain sitting up there, that's all part of that fault line. So it's not surprising that you felt it there. 4.1 is, I mean, it's that is pretty significant. You know, normally the earthquakes we have here down in the 1s and 2s, you get a 4.1. That is something to pay attention to. I can tell you, okay, Wedowee felt it. People are asking questions. We just posted on our social media, public safety social media, about this, and one person said, "Why are people calling 911 for this?" Well, it's because people don't understand what it was. If you don't, I mean, because earthquakes are not something we deal with all the time, so it's not something you're accustomed to. So, you know, if your house starts shaking, then the first thing you think of is not earthquake, because this is not something we deal with very often. So folks started calling 911, asking why the earth was moving. And that's been a problem all across North Georgia for the last 45 minutes or so. Felt it in Bremen. James said he's been outside all morning and didn't feel a thing. Well, you probably would have felt it better if you'd have been inside, because your house would have trembled just a little bit and you would have noticed it. Outside, you may not notice it unless you're much closer to the earthquake. All right, so that's the deal, folks. That was an earthquake earlier this morning at about 9:04 Eastern, 8:04 Central. It was a 4.1 magnitude earthquake centered near Greenback, Tennessee, which is on the southeast or southwest side of Cades Cove up in Tennessee. They're just south of Gatlinburg. So we need to talk about some other things. It's going to be a very, very, very wet period between now and about Tuesday of next week. We do have moderate rain showers moving through East Alabama, Central Alabama at this hour, and this process is going to repeat itself multiple times over the next 3 to 4 days. We have basically low pressure down in the Gulf of Mexico that's spinning a good bit of rain up across the southeastern United States. Now, this complex is moving to the north, and that will continue throughout the morning hours, and then we'll get another disturbance that will do the same thing, and we're going to repeat that multiple times between now and Tuesday. And we may even get some severe weather down here across the Gulf Coast region. You see that yellow area. That is the Storm Prediction Center highlighting that area for the possibility of strong to severe weather. So if you're at the Gulf Coast, we're talking anywhere from Apalachicola back over to Pensacola. That includes Panama City. That includes Fort Walton, Destin, Seaside, Seagrove, all the way over to Pensacola. The national, or the SPC rather, has issued a mesoscale discussion about the possibility of some strong to severe thunderstorms in that area today, and we may see the same thing again tomorrow. As a matter of fact, it's going to be pretty wet along the Gulf Coast region through maybe Monday night or Tuesday. So be aware of that. We do have some strong thunderstorms near Jacksonville, Florida, pushing back up the Georgia East Coast all the way up to around Brunswick this morning as well. But right here at home, this is what we're dealing with this morning. Nothing severe. Don't anticipate anything severe. But a lot of rain we do anticipate, and we have some of that moving through from Coweta County back over into Heard County near Franklin, and then into Randolph County from Roanoke all the way up to the Cleburne County line. Same thing happening in Clay County, basically across Lineville, Ashland, back into Talladega County near Sylacauga and Childersburg, and that's moderate to heavy rainfall. It's moving north. So all of this is moving from the south to the north. Typically our weather comes in from the west or northwest, and so today things are going to look a little bit different in that our rain is going to move in this direction. So it's coming from the south today, not the west or northwest. Yeah, tell him, Ashley. So, again, I just wanted to come on and do an update with you this morning. We did not do a primetime forecast. We were in the process of putting the primetime forecast together when the earthquake hit. So I decided to scrap that idea and just go ahead and go live with this thing. But again, in case you're just joining us this morning, nothing severe out there. You see that front that's draped right across central Alabama, back up into Atlanta, then back down toward Waynesboro in Georgia. That's where the focus of the precipitation is this morning, and that front is slowly drifting to the north, and it's pulling this precipitation with it. And it's not going to be an all-day rain across East Alabama and West Georgia. This will slowly move to the north. We will have some more showers and thunderstorms fill in down in South Alabama, and that will also move north. So there will be breaks. There will be intervals here where we don't have rain. So it'll be, on and off showers and perhaps even some thunder as we get into the afternoon as we go throughout the day. Now, between today, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday, some areas across East Alabama and West Georgia certainly could pick up 3, 4, maybe even 5 inches of rain. Parts of Georgia could see upwards towards 7 inches of rain before all this is said and done. So there are some concerns about flooding in some locations. So make sure that you stay abreast of the absolute latest weather information. And let me go back over to the graphics page and show you that we do have a risk for severe thunderstorms tomorrow. And basically, this is going to line up from about Auburn up to Alexander City to Birmingham and then up to Hamilton. up in northwest Alabama. So parts of our coverage area in southern Chambers, Lee, Tallapoosa, extreme south, western Clay, southern Talladega, maybe Coosa and Elmore County, and then in Georgia, maybe southern Troop and Harris. You guys will have a greater risk, even though it's a small risk, for strong to marginally severe thunderstorms on Sunday. It is a 1 out of 5, 5 being the highest risk for those areas I just mentioned. Of course, this graphic could certainly change between now and tomorrow. We'll watch that for you as well. But again, I want to emphasize severe weather doesn't seem to be the greatest threat over the next several days across East Alabama and West Georgia. Flooding may certainly end up being the big deal here. Timing for any possible strong thunderstorms that happen on Wednesday, tomorrow Sunday, on Mother's Day, would be from 3 p.m. through 11 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Have multiple ways to receive alerts, know where your safe place is, which is always the center of the lowest floor in your home or place of business. And then check for frequent updates. Go to Dr. Don's Weather on Facebook and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather. That's one of the best things you can do. You're supporting us, and then you're getting the information that you need. And also take just a moment and go over to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube and click that little notification bell so that you're guaranteed to get notified when we go live. Facebook's algorithm is in a world of its own, and it is not conducive for life-saving information, because if you don't interact with Dr. Don's Weather, just about daily, then our priority level drops on your news feed, and it may be hours, days, or even weeks before you see that we have gone live. And obviously, in a weather setup, that's no good. YouTube works totally different. If you subscribe and click the notification bell, you're going to get what's referred to as a push notification, which means you're going to get notified whether you interact with us on YouTube or not. So we suggest you do two things. Subscribe to us on both Facebook and YouTube. Yes, Facebook, there is a 99-cent per month charge to subscribe to us. We get 100% of that. It's less than a cost of a cup of coffee a month to support us here on Dr. Don's Weather. Basically, $1 a month is what that costs. And if we could get just half of our followers on Facebook to subscribe to us, then we would be in a much better place. So please do that, and so you'll be aware of what's going on. So that's the risk for the potential of a few strong to marginally severe storms on Sunday afternoon. Don't think it's going to be a big deal. We'll go back to the radar again. We'll show you what's going on out there. And let me just put the motion on so you can get a general idea for how this is evolving this morning. The heaviest rain at the moment, at least, is draped along that stationary front that's across central Alabama, but that thing is meandering very slowly to the north. And then we'll see more showers and thunderstorms fill in down in South Alabama, and that will move north as well. And this is going to be an ongoing thing throughout the rest of the day. It's not going to be a solid sat-in rain, or sot-in rain, as the older folks used to say. I know I'm old. No comments. But it's not going to be a continuous solid downpour all day long. There will be intervals of dry between the wet. And then we'll see the same process play out again on Sunday and again on Monday, though I think by Monday afternoon, Monday night, the heaviest precipitation will start to migrate to the east and northeast, so things may start to improve across East Alabama and West Georgia by Monday afternoon or Monday night. 3-4 inches of rain, maybe with some localized higher amounts, I think is plausible across East Alabama and West Georgia between now and Tuesday. If you're in middle or north Georgia, up into upstate South Carolina, or even down in South Georgia, some locations could be knocking on 6 or 7 inches of rain before all is said and done as we get into Tuesday. And the other big reason we are with you this morning is this. There was a 4.1 magnitude earthquake this morning near Greenback, Tennessee. And that is on the southwest side of Cades Cove in Tennessee. That was felt all across the southeastern United States. Multiple calls to our 911 center up here in northeast Georgia, White County 911. But I'm in the chat room. I'm in the National Weather Service chat room. I've also been talking to our GEMA area field coordinator, and literally reports have been flooding this morning since this happened at 9:04 Eastern from all over Georgia. I'm even seeing reports from South Carolina. I would expect this thing was felt pretty much area-wide across the southeastern United States. See, my GEMA field coordinator is in the room, and he just made a comment about being old. Yeah. It's okay. I may be, but my memory works very well for both of you knuckleheads that are commenting. I don't forget much, and I'll remember that. You know what they say, every dog has his day. So anyway, no reports of any damage across Georgia or Alabama. Wouldn't expect there to be at a 4.1. You kind of need to get up there. And I'm certainly not an earthquake expert, because I'm going to be quite honest with you. I think I can remember one other time I felt what I thought might have been a little bitty tremor. That one this morning, there was zero question what that was. My first thought was that's either an earthquake or the side of this mountain is in the process of falling off, and I'm going with it because it shook this entire house. Here in my studio, I've got multiple monitors hanging from the wall, and the monitors were literally doing that. I mean, it was there for just a few seconds. I was like, okay, what's going on here? I agree with you, Judy. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this morning's live. We will be watching this throughout the day. And if we see any weather that is going to be significant for East Alabama and West Georgia, then I'll certainly come back on, and we'll do some more live broadcasting, and we'll keep you updated on what's going on. I don't anticipate doing that. I think most of what we're going to see today is going to be light to moderate and occasionally heavy rainfall. It'll be intermitting. It's not going to rain solid all day long, and we'll repeat this process multiple times between now and Tuesday across East Alabama and West Georgia. Unfortunately, it is going to be a wet Mother's Day, so plan accordingly. And if you're going out to eat, if you're going to be on the roads, be weather aware. Know what's going on in the area you're going to, and know what may be happening while you're there and when you return. Look at the radar. Understand where the weather is. Understand which direction it's moving, so that you don't get caught in your automobile, which is the absolute worst place you can be during strong weather. Be weather aware so you don't get caught in those type situations. Be smart. Be weather aware. Protect yourself and your family. And the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. I'll catch you back in here later today for more updates, and we'll have your primetime forecast first thing tomorrow morning, right here on Dr. Don's Weather.